Alright, we're going to go ahead and cut that intro music and get right into the round 2 of the Great Forge Face-Off, which is race. Now, sorry guys, I will be doing this commentary by myself. That is a real bummer. I was going to do this with Tom Cruise and oldmpsProductions. For you guys who don't know who oldmpsProductions is, he has his own channel. Well, I think it's a shared channel with someone. I'm not sure what it's called. It'll probably be in the description. But yeah, he's a really good race forger, so I was really excited to have his input, but our schedules didn't really line up, and we couldn't really get together. Oh, and by the way, this is me falling off the map right there. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, our schedules didn't really align very well, so I'll have to do this video by myself, but that's fine. So here's the first map we have by CJ Oakton 11. It's a really nice race map. It's definitely better than his last map, which was very sloppy, but I think this one he really put his time into, and it turned out pretty good. The aesthetics, like the floating rocks and the floating dye, it's pretty sweet. There's some jumps like these next two that you land on, either you fall off or you tip over. Like, I don't think I've seen anybody that survived that last jump, but other than those two jumps, I really like the smoothness and especially for his first race map, because most of these contestants, this is their first race map. And so for that, I really think that CJ did a great job for this. Collision, yeah, but I really like this map, and I will actually give this map a 6 out of 5. Today we're just going to have my ratings, which is probably nicer than Tom Cruise would have rated these maps, but so yeah, that's my rating, 6.5, and I actually really do like this map a lot. This next map is by Stewinator, and I think he really did a good job on this one. His last map was pretty good, the Free Roam Infection map, and I think he really did a lot better on this one. It is like a figure eight kind of, it's not a roller coaster, I don't know what you call this kind of map, but it's really nice. It has that shield door in the middle, and you kind of bounce off it, and you go around, then you bounce off it again, and it can actually be really fun, and I think the aesthetics look great on this map, like really awesome, fantastic. But so if you hit that jump wrong, it actually, it could really screw you up, but if you hit it just right, then it's really fun. You can just go flying through the map, and it becomes really fun. There's a couple awkward sessions, like this spot right there. But other than that, I really like the whole entirety of this map, especially the middle part, if you hit that right, of course. About half the people don't hit that right. Most of the people that haven't played race maps, like myself, just totally screw that all the way up. Because I really am not good at playing on race maps. I'm not really good at forging them or driving on them. All this gameplay will not be by me because, yeah, I cannot do it. I will die every 3 seconds. I pretty much get last in every single round. But anyways, let's talk about the map. It's really good, and I will give it a 7.5 out of 10. And that is, for me, this is the best map of the competition so far. This next map is by Sinzol, and I don't even know what to say about this map. Just crap, just utter awfulness. Oh my gosh, okay. I don't even want to talk about this because clearly you should not put any time into it. He just was lazy, and I'm sorry, Sins, but you're a lazy piece of crap. You know that. He knows it. We all know it. He's just lazy, and so this is all he could get together on that time period. He had plenty of time, but he just really didn't feel like making a race map, and this is the result of it. Just awful. I'm going to give this map a 2 out of 10, just because it's a line where you go back and forth through a teleporter, and then just keep going. And this is how bored people got. They got so bored that they just started going in reverse and hitting into other people. It was boring as heck and just awful. Sins, you're lazy. You are lazy, and I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. You just got to put more time into your maps, but you really didn't want to make a race map, and so this is what you get from that. I really don't agree with it at all. Anyways, the next map is by the Omicron, and his maps never seem to disappoint, and they're always very aesthetically good, and he puts a lot of time into them. Now, the one thing about this map, I'm going to have to downgrade it a little bit, because you might recognize this map. Do you see anything? I don't know if you watched my first video that had all the entry maps in it, but this is actually one of his infection maps that he made into a race map. Now, there's no problem with that. I don't think there's a problem with doing that, but I just think he loses kind of some, originality. He just kind of used a canvas and built the race map on it. But really why I mark off points is because the racing isn't that great on it. There's a lot of, jutting up, inclines that you just kind of pop on, and that's no fun. But, of course, the aesthetics are great because it was meant to be an infection map, so the aesthetics are good. There's still some fun gameplay, but it's just really packed, a little too packed. But I think it's still a pretty good map. I will give it a 6.5. So it's not a terrible map, but I just don't like the fact how he made it out of an affection map. But if this map was original, I think this would have been a crazy good map, like a really good map. You just need to alter some of the ramps, and it would have been a really good map. But anyways, that's all. That's not all of the contestants, but that's 4 of them, because the 5th one decided to drop out or something because he didn't get his map to me on time. The last contestant was Beast Mode 490. He was the one in the last competition that sent me the minigame that was called Pac-Man. He is out because I don't know what happened. He didn't want to make a map, or he didn't do it on time, but he didn't make the deadline, and so he was kicked from the competition. So I'm sorry about that, Beast Mode. And Sins, I just want you to know that you are super lucky that you're still in this competition right now. But putting that aside, I want to thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to tune in next week to the minigame competition. Thanks.